Now I can change the filter. And then what I like to do with Q-Pass is I use the Pam's New Workout and I put some of the different LFOs into the modulation points. So the frequency and the Q and the frequency 1 and the frequency 2, and then we'll see how these sound. And it kind of creates something more, I like that it's tempo synced, so it's very dancey. Alright, so now I have the bass and I have the lead. So now I'm going to add some drums. Now, the sound's happening upstairs. I don't know what's going on. The drums I'm going to just keep it really basic for this patch. So I can really go crazy with the drums. I usually use the BIA for my bass drum, and I like to use the Erica Synth snare module for my snare. They're just, the BIA is really known for being like a really great kick drum, and then the Erica Synth snare, I haven't found anything else that I really like, so I like to use that one. So let's put this going out into my third channel. And then just a note about the mixer. So I have the WMD performance mixer. So I haven't been changing these sliders at all because the sound on the DAW is just always going to be the same for all of the tracks. So that kind of makes it so you have to obviously have to mix everything. So every single track, I don't know why I sighed about that. But every single track on there is going to be the same. And if you have the D subs, you can have each track go out as its own individual track. So you can have the bass and the lead and like the kick drum, the snare, which makes it a lot easier to mix. But if I had everything just going down, summed down into two channels, left and right, it wouldn't sound as good when we went to mix it. So I like having the D subs because it splits everything into its own track. So I'm going to add in the drums. I'm going to use the drum tracks on the ground control, and I am going to always put the kick in 1. And then if I want to record a sequence with that, so you can hear it. And there are so many good videos on the Endorphins ground control, but I really like it because it's got 3 melodic tracks and then a drum track. And I like to pair it with the Hermod a lot. So here is everything with the kick. And then I can modulate that with, I'm going to use Marie's LFO to modulate that. And you'll hear how it changes just on its own. Now adding in the snare, it's going to be in the second channel, and then it's going to go out into my fourth channel, and then I am going to, it's just going to be real simple. Alright, so then if we want to do some hi-hats, I've got the Endorphins Black Noir here. I really like use this one for my hi-hats. Whoops. Alright, and then I'm going to sequence these with the ground control. Chord sound. Alright, so that's cool. So I'm going to add just one more little detail to this. Let's see. What do I want to add? So actually, I'm going to go ahead and add in the Platt's little vocal part. I do like this. This is a fun one. Alright, and I'm just gonna do a totally random sequence on this. Let's see what that sounds like. And I'm gonna put that into the ModBat modular performer module. And I'm gonna just mix that up with this. I don't like that melody. I'm just gonna use the gate instead. So it'll just be the same note, but when you use the gate, it opens and closes it. So some modules have gates on them and some don't. Some have envelopes on them already, some don't. But this one has a gate on it, so I'm gonna gate it instead of letting it drone. So that's a patch. And if I was going to record that, I would do some different sequences with it. But since I've been talking to you for over 22 minutes, I'm just going to jam on this for a little bit.